Hey guys, just sharing the restoration of my 4runner style camper shell for my '88 Toyota. A lot of people have seen it and kind of think that it's an actual 4runner top, but it's not. It's a fiberglass camper shell for a pickup. I kind of jumped the gun. I didn't show the before, but I still got to sand this stuff a little bit because it's got some cracks. But I took the glass out. This is a plastic window that kind of goes up over top or whatever, and these are sliders. The back glass is busted, but I've got all the framing. Yeah, I got all the framework. I got the hinge and everything. It's full, you know, it's all the pieces are present. I just got it sitting here with some C-clamps on it just to kind of test fit and figure out where I want it. Make sure I don't need to modify anything. This thing's straight out of the 80s, but it's overall in good shape. Like I said, it's got a little bit of cracking here. This was a bad spot that I patched up, and I patched up a bad spot here, and I need to probably do something about this cracking there, but there was a spot here that I did some body filler on. But yeah, we're gonna hit it with some bed liner, and then I'm gonna throw the glass back in it and get the back glass figured out, because I'm gonna have to replace it. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of share the progress on it, and I'll try to get some more stuff, more footage of it as it goes. So stay tuned. All right guys, so I got this thing pulled off the truck. I got it scuffed up with 180 grit, or 80 grit actually. The kit that I got said to use anything from 80 to 180. Basically just looking to put some really deep scratches in it. That way the bed liner material has something good to stick to. So I'm gonna give this thing a quick hose off. That way I get rid of all this dust. And then the next time you see it, we're probably gonna tape this off right around the window here, about a 1/2 inch or so, and probably about 1/4 here. And then do the same on the back where this back glass housing thing goes. That way I'm not having to fight the thickness of the bed liner. And we'll just paint that black or something, just so you don't see any gaps or anything, make it look nice. So yeah, I'm gonna get it hosed off, and next time you see it, we should be taping it off, or maybe have just taped it off. So yeah, we'll be back. Alright, so I'm getting the rear plexiglass reconditioned before I get the seals and put it back into the top once we're done spraying it. This side here I haven't done yet. You can see the amount of scratches, the haziness. Same thing on the back side, just kind of scratchy and dirty. This one here I've actually already polished out. You can just about see through it. There are some pretty big scratches that I wasn't able to get out, as well as a few cracks just from this thing being 30-something years old. But I've already polished this side out. I've already done the inside. And again, you can see the huge difference that this stuff makes. And I didn't even invest a lot of time into this. I hit it with the drill and called it a day. So the products I'm using is this Novus. You can get it on Amazon. I started out with this heavy scratch remover with a little blue pad. Again, this came off Amazon too. Then I went to this, and then I went to this. This is just a spray-on kind of static thing, or anti-fog solution, I guess. But yeah, I think it turned out pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the process on this one. And I basically just made 2 passes with this, cleaned it, 2 passes with this, cleaned it, and wiped it down with that. All right, well, I got the front windows put in. I still got to do the back ones, and right now I'm working on this framework here, but I figured I'd show you guys how the windows turned out. I was pretty happy with that. I'm probably going to end up taping this off once this fully cures. I'll tape off these windows, scuff them, and probably hit them with some trim paint, just because I got like discoloration here and some chips and stuff. I'm not going for a show truck, but I'd like it to look a little bit decent. Over here it's a little worse. So I got a little bit of a gap here on my seals. My seals have shrunk over the past 30 years, I guess, and no longer fit. But I've got a glass buddy that I think he's going to take care of that for me. I hope. Hopefully he can take care of that. Right now what I'm fixing to do is, this is the frame for the back right there. I just got done washing the dirt dauber nest off of it, and I'm going to be taking these bolts out and then taking this hammer and basically flattening out this lip. I'm not so much worried about this side of it, but this side is where it's going to fit flush up against the outside of the camper. So I'm gonna just take my hammer and a little block of wood and just try to get it cleaned up a little bit. Not looking for perfection. Again, it's not a show truck, just gonna go through the woods probably, but yeah, we'll see how it turns out. All right, so I just got this put on, or I just finished putting it on. I had to go get some self tappers, but I basically cleaned it up with some brake cleaner, which knocked all the old paint off of it, and then I hit it with an SOS pad, and then I painted it with some semi-gloss enamel and stuff I can tape off and go back over it again if I need to eventually. Turned out pretty good. There's a backing plate that I opted to not use that's supposed to go on the back side of this and kind of pinch it. I didn't use that because it was going to get in the way with some of these screws. It was going to be a big deal. I also had to put in a piece of aluminum there to help bite that self tapper, but it's in there, it's tight, it's snug. I don't think it's going to cause any issues. This is the hinge part for the glass. It's a little stiff, but I think with some lubrication it should work just fine. And it's never going to be new, but yeah, so hopefully I can get the last thing I got to do is get the seal for this and get the glass put into that little hatch part. So hopefully we can get that taken care of soon.